In this video, I'll answer the question, what is project discovery? I'll also discuss why it's important and what are the 5 steps of the basic project discovery process. So, what is project discovery? We use project discovery for 2 purposes: to build understanding and to gather knowledge. We build understanding by exploring the situation, and we gather knowledge by researching potential solutions. Project discovery contributes to your project brief with this understanding and knowledge. So, it's a process of learning, which is fun! In the discovery stage, we explore and learn about what the business needs and what it already has, what solutions are available, and which ones might be suitable. As part of this, in the discovery stage, we can do a little development work. Perhaps you might create a prototype, test some technology, build a small part of the product you want to deliver, or run a limited pilot. Why? Because discovery development work will give you knowledge. Which solutions can work? What are the likely pitfalls? Clarity over requirements. Customer or user priorities, how long things might take, parameters for cost estimating, and evidence you can use to build a more robust business case. If all this sounds a bit like doing your project before you do your project, you're not wrong. Projects are iterative. Even traditional, predictive, planned waterfall projects. The benefits. Why is project discovery so valuable? I think there are 2 key elements to the value of project discovery. The first is that the project discovery stage can lift a lot of uncertainty and therefore reduce the risk to your project. It involves experts, it identifies solutions, finds value, evaluates alternatives, avoids mistakes, reduces the potential scope creep, and aligns team members and stakeholders to what we're going to do. All of this has a significant reduction in the risk to your project. The second key benefit is that it's fun. The discovery stage allows us to engage in development and in learning and to see results from small efforts. And all of this without the pressures of fixed requirements and hard quality standards. We can experiment and we can play. So, how does project discovery work? Here are my 5 steps. 1. Team assembly. 2. Situational understanding. 3. Problem definition. 4. In-depth research. And 5. Detailed evaluation. Let's look at these one at a time. Team assembly. Get a diverse team together. Favour ideas people and make sure you have all of the key areas of technical and political understanding covered in your team. You will certainly want to have the project manager leading the team, but you may also want business analysis skills, technical expertise in all the areas relevant to the project, and creative thinkers. People who don't have expertise, but have ideas. Brief your team and set them off. Situational understanding. The first thing your team will need to do is to develop a clear understanding of the situation in front of them. Who their customers or users are, what their users and customers want and need. These are their requirements, but you will also need to understand their priorities, because there is a good chance you won't be able to satisfy all of their desires and wants, and maybe not even all of their needs. How your customers or users will assess the benefits or the value of the solution you provide, the goal and the objectives that you need to work towards, and any constraints in the process or solutions that you find. These could be legal or regulatory, ethical, cultural or political, technical, financial, commercial, or security or safety related. Problem definition. This is a far more important step than most people think. How you define the problem will often determine the solution that you find. Define precisely the problem that you need your project to solve. A good way to do this is to craft a statement that starts like this. The problem we're solving is how to in-depth research. Once you understand the problem and its context, the next thing to do is to identify potential solutions. You are looking for as many options as you can find, and then to synthesize them and filter them down to find a short list of the best possible options. As you do this, keep an eye out for alternatives to undertaking the project at all. There might be something you can do that is radically different, but equally or more effective. Sometimes there are simple operational solutions to what seem like massive or novel problems. Detailed evaluation. Finally, evaluate the solutions on your shortlist. Which offers the greatest value, taking into account costs, benefits, risks, and, all important, perceptions. The answer from your detailed evaluation will go forward into scoping, defining the project, and building your business case. Please do give this video a like if you've learned from it or enjoyed it. I'll be making loads more great project management videos for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of them. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.